6'6" guard from Illinois, number 1, Terrence Shannon Jr. 6'9" forward from Washington, number 3, Jaden McDaniels. 6'9" forward from Kentucky, number 30, Julius Randle. And a 7'1" center from France, number 20.
A little bit of grace, Dave. Just playoff game number 6 now.
Yeah, Mitch Johnson, the Spurs head coach, told us I'm good with him taking that many threes and that many shots. We hope for more tonight. The starting 5 for Minnesota is the same, even though Anthony Edwards is back. And if the Spurs don't bounce back tonight, they'll be in real trouble. Games 3 and 4 in the Twin Cities Friday and Sunday. Wembanyama will set the screen for Fox. And Fox will pull up. He missed the shot. Wembanyama bats it.
And the length he's got, he makes you second guess.
So a turnover for San Antonio, 2 for Minnesota. No points for either team. Gobert kicked it out, picked off Champagnie. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for Minnesota. Champagnie for 3. No good again. Wembanyama. An emphatic first basket here in San Antonio for game 2. Conley through the lane, goes to the right hand, missed the shot. Gobert puts it back up and in.
It's a rebound. The Gortat screen was very good to Minnesota last game.
Fox kicks it out. Castle fakes the 3. Drives into the lane. Euro step. Missed the shot. There's Wemby again. And he doesn't dunk it.
Wemby, well, how about that? 2 offensive rebounds, 2 buckets.
Here's Shannon, who didn't play the first 3 games of the playoffs, but because of it. Wembanyama, guarded by Gobert at the 3-point line. Now Fox pulls up and banks it home as Wembanyama. Thank you, Mike. Great scene at the Garden. They're rocking here in San Antonio. Now, knowing how important this game is, can't go down 0-2 to the Wolves with game 3 Friday back in the Twin Cities. Shannon with
here from Minnesota. 3 possessions to start the game, 3 turnovers, high level of aggression.
He's got 4 points, did not score in the first half of the game 1 loss. Anthony Edwards is good to go tonight. He'll play about 25 minutes, but will not start for the 2nd straight game. Shannon, who gets the start again, missed the 3, and it's rebound.
Was getting more pressure at the rim from the team, but from Wemby. So to start the game, he's had 2 offensive rebounds, 2 scores, and there's his first lob.
Playing in his 6th ever postseason game. He's averaging in the playoffs about 5.5 blocks per game. He averaged 3 during the regular season, which by far led the league as he became the first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. Shannon on the baseline. The floater is good.
Love this level of aggression. Smart floater there with Wemby looming.
Castle gets free and hammers it down.
On the rim.
First full year for 39-year-old Mitch Johnson, a Coach of the Year candidate. Shot clock inside of 10. McDaniels was at a brilliant postseason. Tough shot, he gets it to fall.
I remember Chris Finch saying, we know he can make shots at a high level. That is the only aspect of what he's done in this playoffs that hasn't worked, because he's been brilliant aside from his 3-point shooting.
Yeah, just 2 for 20, missed the free throw. Highest we're told from Chris Finch. Castle driving, hangs, and met by Gobert in the air as both hit the ground. Gobert still down on the other end, now just gets to his feet. It's 4-on-4. Castle comes back defensively to help. Randall falls away, missed the shot. And Johnson, but a foul. Very physical first 5.5 minutes of game 2. At all in the playoffs after injuring his left knee in game 4 of their first round series with Denver, but he was back. Gobert has 4 points. So do McDaniels and Shannon. Those are the 12 for Minnesota. Wembanyama with 7 for San Antonio. He kicks it out here to Harper. Extra to the corner. Vassell can't hit the 3. Gobert with it from Wembanyama. He's missed 9 in a row from out there. Ayo Dosunmu, who's missed the last 2 games, had 43 points in game 4 against Denver. Edwards 3 no good.
It's in game 1.
Edwards in the lane, lost the ball. Gobert picks it up. Now to Sumu driving. Front-rimmed it, Gobert missed the follow. Normally he'd take that, take a second and throw it down, but you can't with Wembanyama there. Castle on the drive, in and out, and Gobert right now. Reed penetrates and scores.
He is such a tough cover. His beat is a little bit different than most.
Castle powers it up, it wouldn't fall. Back tries by Gobert, and that drive right there by Reed. Our upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Indeed. Wembanyama on the bench. And Castle with the free throw. Edwards driving, got Castle on his hip. Cornette comes over to help. Now it's Reed with a timer down to 8. Hands off for Edwards. And the three not even close. Missed the shot inside. Rebound McDaniels. Spurs without a field goal the last 3.5 minutes, yet they have the lead. McDaniels will try it. Another misfire from deep. A combined 0 for 12 between these two teams from three-point range. Edwards on the back, down on the smaller Fox. Now falls away, can't connect. Gobert underneath, rebound, missed the putback. McDaniels. Harper driving, spinning, puts up the shot, and gets the bounce.
They normally run Wemby in 5 to 6 minute clips. Watch his fatigue 8 minutes.
Spurs are 5 of 5 at the line. They have a 5-point lead. Edwards 0 for 4 to start the game, and now 0 for 5.
To their drive game, getting the defense reacting to them. Like they need to get to that.
They have 5 turnovers and just 6 baskets. Fox penetrates, works through the lane, and blocked by Dosunmu. That
makes a nice defensive play.
Both teams shooting 35% or worse here in the first quarter. P.J. Shannon lobs it up, and Gobert could. Harper going to work on Shannon, who's got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. Harper spins, well defended, and rebound Reader. Keldon Johnson has the board. Just a terrible shooting opening quarter for both teams. 27% now for Minnesota. 33% for San Antonio. Timer at 10 as Harper drives. Spins, double, gives it up. Cornette, and he puts it in. Edwards trying to get free. Good screen by Gobert, and the 3 is down.
It's open 3 tonight. Ant missed it. But there's a lot of subtle things Rudy does to get his teammates open.
6-second difference in the clocks. Fox on the drive. Timer's down to 4. Fox will bring it out. Try a 3. Around and down.
He's able to navigate to the spots he wants. He's got incredible size. If that 3 ball ever starts falling this postseason for Jaden McDaniels, look out.
He's 2 for 21 in the playoffs from deep. Wembanyama back on the floor. Put his head down, now drives on Randall, and the layup.
It's exactly like that. That's a nice little move with the finger roll.
And he, George talked about the relationship with Gobert. He talked a lot with Gobert about how to go through strength training. Ball was out of bounds, last touch by San Antonio. Anthony Edwards on the bench to start the second quarter. McDaniels driving again, falling away, can't get the bounce. Entry, Wemby spins past McDaniels, missed the first time, but not the second. No blocks yet for Wembanyama, but 5 rebounds, 11 points, and now he closes out on Reed, but
this at times can be challenging for Minnesota defensively.
They're the 2 seed in the West, Minnesota the 6 seed. Johnson 1 of 2 in the Spurs.
That circumstance.
Randall doubled and turns it over. Harrison Barnes getting some minutes here in the second quarter. 8 turnovers by Minnesota. Castle driving, gets deep. McDaniels has to be careful.
And Jalen's an excellent defensive player. He's not giving you what Jaden has offensively.
A Saturday for the first half here in San Antonio. Castle 4 of 4 at the foul line in the game. Despite miserable shooting for Minnesota and foul trouble for McDaniels, Only trailing by 9, 2.5 into the second. Conley's three, around and out. Rebound Wembanyama. Castle looking to go downhill at Edwards, fouled,
And goes he brings.
His three-point shot, people question coming into the NBA, was under 30%.
And opponents are shooting 32% when he is the guy as the primary defender. So he's playing at a high level. But you touched on it earlier.
Yep, 6 fouls each of the last 2 games, had 5 the game before that. Wolves ball, down 11, just 22 points for Minnesota. Randall hesitates, fires, and swishes it through.
Shot, too.
So Clark defending Castle. And Castle drives on him, and things are going for the Minnesota guards. Conley, DeSumo, and Edwards a combined 1 of 11. Edwards drives, fires underneath. Clark can't get it to fall. Edwards has it knocked away by Champagnie. 11 on the shot clock for the Wolves. Conley fakes the three, takes a rhythm dribble, and way off the mark.
I mean, Mike Conley made 4 of 7 threes. That one wasn't even close.
Fox picked up by Reed, sidestep three, got it! Their largest lead of the first half, 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. San Antonio trying to even this best of 7 at 1 game apiece. Game 3 Friday in Minneapolis. Edwards can't get away from Fox, so Randall's got it. Drives on Barnes and can't get the roll. Wembanyama pass to the corner. They work it around the horn now. Fox drives. Wembanyama keeps the pivot foot down, fires to Bryant. He's got some time, and he can't rattle home the three.
Antonio, but you think about the start for Anthony Edwards. He was, anxious to make an impact. I didn't love his first few shots.
30% shooting, 2 of 11 from 3. Fox shooting 3 free throws, missed the first, got the second after no first half points in game 1.
And one thing I'm curious about, Castle picked up his second foul. Mitch lifted him immediately. You've got a long way to go.
Barnes only played 10 minutes in game 1, had 2 points in that game. Played a handful of minutes already here in the second quarter. Leading scorer for Minnesota is McDaniels with 6 points. He's on the bench with 3 fouls. Randall way off on the triple try, and this time he scores. Quickly, Bryant on the other end, hangs and slams. They'll trap Edwards, force him to give it up at midcourt. Midway through the second quarter, it's a 14-point San Antonio lead. Edwards to the corner, T.J. Shannon in and out on the three. A dangerous time here for Minnesota as Wembanyama
Aggressively trapping Anthony Edwards as soon as he crosses half court. He's making the passes.
and getting the blocks. His first rejection of the night. On the other end, working on Gobert with the dribble, spinning, firing, and missing the shot.
Shooting is just ridiculous. And then let's watch Wemby.
And Randall gets the bounce on the second free throw.
The physicality you can bring in the second half.
Fox driving, goes to the right hand, missed the shot. Rebound Edwards. Spurs trying to create some separation. Minnesota looking to get out in transition, and a batter. Shot clock at 12. Randall on the face-up. Goes at the chest of Cornette and gets the bank shot.
Points. This could be a disastrous half.
The WNBA for game 2 of this best-of-7 conference semifinal. In for the first time. Vassell stops, pops, short, and Highland rebound. Randall doubled in the low post, looking for some help. Cornette takes it away. Vassell 2-on-1. Both teams shooting under 40%. Minnesota's right at 30%. Great take by Edwards. Better shot selection there compared to what we saw in the first quarter. Again, a quick attack by San. Castle fires underneath, poked free by Randall. Spurs have had 15 misses in the paint. Otherwise, they're up 25. Castle, nice move. Pulls up in the lane, swishes. Chance to go up 2-0. They're almost guaranteed to win the series going back home. Edwards connects from mid.
Not only every time he makes a shot, but he has been so demonstrative on the sideline. Like, the intensity is pouring off him, but you have to trust the game's process. This is, as you said, a totally different Minnesota.
Nearing 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 16-point San Antonio lead. Shannon attacks, goes right at Cornette, and it falls off the rim. Johnson with a board and quick outlet. Vassell pulls up for three. Too strong, but the follow jam by...
And you had Shannon and Julius Randle lagging behind defensively. So a numbered advantage in transition.
Edwards three, no good. Rebound Harper. And a quick outlet Castle. Nobody down floor for Minnesota. Another. Went into the backcourt and turned it over again. Island, sidestep, jump shot, no good. One and done again for Minnesota.
2 possessions in a row where one player for Minnesota touched the basketball and a shot went up. Twice in a row.
Harper gets it. Reed saves it. He's doubled. Shot clock down to 10. Randall into a double team. Got caught in the air. Edwards sees the shot clock. It's down to 3. They'll double him and take it away. Now Vassell challenged by Reed, but Vassell. About a half-second difference in the clocks at the end of the second quarter. Edwards and a foul on the
Trapping at the top of the floor.
Undermanned, beat the Blazers in game 3, get down by 17 at halftime in game 4, respond and win that game, and then close out the Blazers in 5. Nobody scored in double figures for Minnesota in that first half as Shannon misses a 3. Half this season for Minnesota. Wembanyama hangs, missed the shot, rebound Gobert. Conley, who did not have a field goal, hits McDaniels, who got in foul trouble when he went out of the game. The lead ballooned, and the lead went from 14 to 24. Castle wide open, can't hit the 3.
See if the process for Minnesota is a little bit better and a little bit more reflective of what they did in game 1.
Also in the Twin Cities on Sunday, the series tied at 1 apiece. Winner to play either OKC or the Lakers. Oklahoma City took a 1-0 lead over LA last night. Wembanyama puts it on the floor. And a foul on Gobert.
Aggressive after an 11-point performance in game 1. Well, tonight he had 11 points in the first 9 minutes of the game, and he was particularly aggressive in the paint. He scored 10 points in the first half on 5 of 6 shooting, Dave and DB.
Yeah, 0 for 8 from 3 in game. In and out on the 3. Wembanyama, great hustle, gets his 12th rebound. Now going to work on his mentor, Rudy Gobert. Teammates for Team France. Wembanyama spinning. Oh, what a pass underneath the Champagny. Now Vassell has to put it up and hits a 3.
I've been liked every call. I'm earning this one.
Spurs looking to even the series at 1-1 before heading to Minnesota for games 3 and 4. Randall with the strip and steal. Ahead to Shannon in the open floor. A rare fast on those shot attempts in transition. Otherwise, they'd be up 35-40. Wembanyama short on the 3. Rebound Shannon. Three minutes into the third quarter, Conley will hoist and hit a third field goal from Mike Conley, making his 4th start of the playoffs, playing his 116th career playoff game. Wembanyama will try it again and miss again.
God, give Minnesota credit. They were denying any release passes back to the guard to maybe get into some screening action.
He's now 1 for 12 in the series from 3. McDaniels doubled. They'll keep it at the elbow. Shot clock down to 7. Randall penetrates, draws the foul, and it drops.
Have an injury update for the Wolves. Ayo Dosunmu, who missed the 2 previous playoff games with a calf injury, is currently out.
Right in the first half, just didn't have that same burst we've seen from him in a Minnesota uniform during the regular season. 9 straight points after McDaniels stick back. Fox with the floater, it's good.
And again gets below the free throw line.
Randall on the baseline, feeds Gobert, and he's fouled. Gobert three.
Knees that have plagued him all season. A lot yet to happen before that decision is made.
He hasn't played yet this half. He played 17 minutes in the first half. He's only supposed to play 25, so he's on pace for more than that. As Edwards checks in for the first time this half, the lead back to what it was at halftime. A 24-point advantage. Spurs have not lost consecutive games since mid-January.
It was two very tough opponents.
And Minnesota and Oklahoma City. Their only loss to the Thunder. They beat them 4 times during the regular year.
Look at that guy's ability to get down in his stance.
McDaniels trying to take him. He floats it up. It falls.
Shot up. And then Rudy can't continue to eat into this lead with the missed free throw.
Now 3 for 7 from the line. Castle. Spurs are 15 of 18 as a team.
Their defensive numbers obviously distinct.
Here's Edwards, who was a minus 23 in the first half. Was 3 for 10 shooting. Wembanyama with the swat. McDaniels gets it back. Shot clock down to 7. Second block for Wembanyama. Timer at 3. Reed fumbles, now gathers, misses, and he tracks it down with good hustle. Edwards. Bank shot is good. Regular season. Castle driving all the way to the basket and count it, plus a foul. Foul. So he'll go to the bench. Bones Highland on the court now. Quarter. Spurs looking to even the series at 1-1. Shannon with Wembanyama waiting. Gets right past him and lays it in. Boy,
so many good defenders.
Harper almost turned it over. Shot clock at 10. Johnson downhill. Bumps with Reed. His shot, no. The putback won't fall either. Bell, 9 points on the night. Will shoot the technical.
What would they have called that in the 90s?
Play on. There wouldn't have been a whistle. It'd still be going. Chenzo, the season-ending torn Achilles, and Anthony Edwards' left knee injury. Shannon was inserted, came off the bench. Then Io DeSuch told us we think if we put the ball in his hands, he can make plays for us. And he did. He was great in that Game 6 clinching victory over Denver. Scored 24 points in his first.
In the rear view.
Johnson driving, working on Reed. Spins, Reed, call for the foul. 2 was the 27th pick 2 years ago in the draft. And a bright future for Minnesota. When you think about this Minnesota team, 2 years ago they make the come. Champagnie again.
To you during the telecast, because you've got every reference to champagne possible.
In the second half, he's got 2 blocks. He'll fire. Champagnie pulls up for 3. Got it! Edwards with 12 points now. Fox on the drive. Back out to Wembanyama. Wembanyama spinning on Highland, who's got a hold of him. And now for 15, we'll see if that one gets him going. Just his second free throw attempt of the game. He's
stretch his runs out. So you're putting this game to bed. But you've also got conditioning to think about where he's concerned.
Game 3 is Friday night in Minneapolis. Game 4 Sunday. There'll be a Game 5 next Tuesday back. Randall doubled. Shot clock down to 3. Clark for 3. You could see it was off the minute he let it go. Rebound Wembanyama.
Yeah, they've been opportunistic. Sending a ton of doubles.
Oh, Harper just great off 20-year-old rookie Dylan Harper. 7 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds, a complete game so far in about 19 minutes. McDaniels playing with 5 fouls. Now Barnes through the lane. He'll hang and finish off the glass. a year, and they try to adjust to the speed of the NBA game and the intellect that you have to be able to play, especially on the defensive end. Takes time to adjust for most guys. It has not been an adjustment for him. 1 point for Castle. Foul was on Fox, or Barnes rather, his third. Shannon at the line. He's got 10 points. Coming up after our game, it is on the floor here, along with Julian Phillips.
With Joel Embiid not in the basketball game, it becomes much more Maxey-centric. What a year Maxey has had.
And how about is what they're seeing right now?
Goodness.
Not just inside the arena, but all the shots we had earlier tonight in our first game of the fans outside the Garden. As they're 2 wins away from going back inside for Minnesota. Former Spur, was drafted here and spent his first 4 years with San Antonio. Barnes for 3, hit it. They lead by 40, only one time in their illustrious history have they won a playoff game by 40 or more. That was back in 1983. They beat Denver by 40. Clark. 21 points for Castle to lead all scorers. Wembanyama with 19 points and 15 rebounds. And 4 different players with 12 points to lead Minnesota. Olynyk fouled by Shannon.
And response from San Antonio on the defensive end of the floor. Pretty incredible from the opening tip.
Now Minnesota will have to recapture that level of intensity they had in the Denver series and in game 1 for game 3 on.
How much of it is, being content to win one, and how much that impacted what they did is enough.
Here's the 38-year-old Ingles, and stolen by Olynyk. McLaughlin have an easy basket on the other end. It does make you wonder, Doris. It is human nature after you.
Thinking you come out with a different disposition, at least to make it a game in the third quarter, but it's like up to the level of their competition. There are many nights they play down. Scored 61 games. And I know we've joked coming on the air tonight is another steal by the Spurs.
Behind the back to Barnes for the stop.
Randall creating turnovers. Just couldn't be more impressed with their response this evening.
Still 6.5 minutes to go here in game 2. By the way, the largest loss ever for Minnesota, regular season or postseason, as another 3. It's now a 46-point deficit.
Anthony Edwards over there on the bench. Huge ice bags on both knees. Level in the regular season has got to become more consistent. Locked in on both ends, leading the team with consistency.
And more free throw shooting again for Minnesota as a team. 14 of 26. They managed to win game 1 despite going 12 of 21 at the line. A couple more game 2.
Yes, one or the other.
Waters 3 hits the side of the backboard. One of their big fan section here is called the Jackals. I don't know if those are all the guys that have the face paint tonight or not. Here's Ingles for 3. It's good.
What are we going to call that? Things are breaking down on the broadcast at this moment.
Now for the Spurs. Inside the NBA coming up next. Guys will talk obviously about what they saw here, but also about game 1 of our playoff doubleheader between the Knicks and Sixers. Berger. Here's Barnes. Shot clock at 7. He fumbles it away to Ingles. Berger fires underneath. Knocked out a
program. And I think he's gone about it with great humility. And I think, that journey, I don't know that this is necessarily an easy group to coach.
But they did get one, even though tonight the effort wasn't there. They to split, and they have the home court advantage with games 3 and 4 in Minnesota here next Tuesday for game 5. And the one positive would be that not a lot of the Minnesota played a lot of minutes. McDaniels only played 20 because he got in foul trouble. Edwards played 24, Reed 21. Berger puts it in.
Pointing news obviously is Ayo, because he came in with no minutes restriction. But obviously the injury, George reported on keeping him out here.
And that will be something to keep an eye on.
Think about the 4 for 7 shooting from 3 that he gave you in game 1. Excellent defender, still Mike Conley. And the thing about Dosunmu, what he gives you is pace. The ability to get easy buckets in transition, so it's not always a grind.
Shot clock down to 5. Phillips hits a 3. 9-point deficit right now. 16 3-pointers for Minnesota. That ties a franchise playoff record as they get one in. Waters with the rebound. They push it. McLaughlin, 90 seconds left. Cross court, Olynyk. Biombo. Look at all the bigs San Antonio has on the floor with a lip.
Boy, he did a lot when he was with Utah, those good Quinn Snyder teams for the Utah Jazz.
Inside a minute to go in this one. Series will be 1-1, headed back to Target Center on Friday night. Tied at 1 apiece. Maybe they won't dribble it out as Berger tried to take it in and dunk. And now it's over. Final score, San Antonio 133, Minnesota.